Wait a minute. You can jump on it? We have to know, in the name of science. Well, it works, kind of. Anyhow, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Enigmatica 6. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Do you know what is the number one comment on all of my videos? Where is Greg Tech New Horizon? Yes, that is true, that is the number one comment, but I meant after that. Everybody trying to explain to me that refined storage is amazing. Fine, but in any case, I meant after that. Creative flight. Yes. Magical feathers from lost trinkets, and yes, that is going to be the method that we are going to use in order to have creative flight. But have you noticed the recipe? Everything that you see over here is manageable. I did not think about the prismarine, but okay, we can find the guardian, that's not a problem. The magic feather is the problem. Either I have to make a frontiersman cap, which is essentially hair of bear and a raccoon's tail, or I have to find a roadrunner. Cubby, have you seen a roadrunner nearby? I thought so. I have absolutely no idea where to find them, but I'm assuming based on the cartoons, we should go to the mesa? There is a mesa biome nearby. Why not? Although there is an animal dictionary from Alex's mobs, maybe that's going to be useful? Oh, that is going to be useful. Roadrunner. Medium-sized bird, okay. Deserts and badlands. Okay, we will go to the mesa. I'm sailing in the rain. I'm sailing in the rain. Well, that was not a mesa biome, so we had to come to a desert. Hello, how are you? It's not a very friendly desert, I'm just saying. Oh, I forgot that these jerks don't burn. Okay, well at least the others are burning. We're looking for a bird. This is the backbone of amazing content creation. Looking for a bird, what the heck is that? Tarantula hawk. Doesn't seem very friendly. Did you implant eggs in me? I don't know. I thought it's going to be a dungeon. No, it's just a waypoint with some garbage inside. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have found 2. Okay, we have looting 7. This should be easy peasy. Don't run away. Did I get it? Oh, it's here. Did I kill your friend? In front of your eyes? You don't have to feel pain anymore. There is a big whale. I don't like them. We have the power of Neptune, but what are those? And are they friendly? Are you? Seems to be friendly. Nope, nope. Well, I got a tooth. Oh, you can make tridents. Fine, but is there a possibility of taking one of them home? Just for experiments. The thing is, I have also found some sharks. And they don't like each other. I was on my way back home and then I came upon this island. It's not super massive, but I found something of interest underground. And I think this is from occultism mod? Maybe? There's glowstone, trees, bushes, everything. There is this seed, thank you for the bones, and that should help us see the unseen. It's just that we need to find grass. Well, I have you. Yes, demon seeds. We don't need that much, just a bit. We actually needed the fruit itself. Let us see if it changes anything. Do you? Other stone. I can harvest it? Yes. Can I vein mine you? Yes. And that was a quest. Thank you very much. I think there are other methods of getting it as well, but while we are here, we might as well try to get the... That's hunger. The sapling. Do I have to wait? Oh, it's called Otherwood. We take it. We also take you and you. Oh yeah, actually you can see it. This is andesite from occultism. But I think if you mine it, you will just get andesite. Then you have to be under the effect. And here is the sapling. That's oak. This one. Anyhow, I just wanted to see if I was correct or not. We're just going back home. Oh, actually, prismarine. We take it. Yes, I can craft it back to shards. Fine. Also, there is a little bit of sneaky redstone down here, and I did not find the TNT. So we're gonna open it. We have the Roadrunner's feathers, we have found prismarine, we have dimensional shards. We need to go to the end in order to get an elytra, but you might notice, we don't have any food. So let us cook. We are going to have sushi with tuna. Come here. Thank you. Thank you. That should actually be more than enough because they have weights. If we put them on top of the cutting board and, right click a bit, we get tuna. That is 1 kilo. Nice. Oh, this one is almost 3 kilos. That was a big fish. And if it's bothering you that you have too many of them, you just put them inside the cooler box and they should mix. Yes. Actually, I do have a lot of these guys, so maybe we should also put them inside the cooler. Of course, one thing that we should remember is that we cannot make sushi without nori. And how do we make nori? That was a very complicated process which I would have never guessed in my entire life. Basically, we need to make some dried seaweed, convert it into blocks, and put it between a piston and an iron block. That will give us nori sheets. There you go. We also need some fine rice. I'm really terrible at making rice in real life, but this is super easy. We just need water and we cook it. That's not much. We need more. Where is my cucumber? Oh, it's over here. Basically, we're not cooking, we're just assembling our food. We want to make a California roll, so the cucumber goes there, then it's the tuna, avocado, nori, and rice. Oh, and you go over there. And if I'm not wrong, we just have to left click. Yes. It's not very good because everything goes inside the basket. 10 rolls. And it's actually a very decent food because it gives you a lot of buffs. Now that we have food, we need to find the end. Now that we have arrived in the end, we need to kill the Ender Dragon. Now that we have killed the Ender Dragon, we need to find an end city. I was going to continue the joke and get the Elytra, but this is amazing. This is the end? Purple bushes. We take them home. And also flowers. Oh, we can't. Aha. So we have the Stargate. I don't have to continue Tech New Horizons. Nice. There is also a sunken ship. Really? I thought maybe there's going to be an Elytra inside, but apparently not. I actually really love the changes they have made to the end. We should live here. Although, first things first, we need to get flight. So many shiny stuff. Lignite. The most posh coal in the world. Why am I carrying so many garbage? I have a backpack. One thing which has me worried is that whenever you have these crazy biomes, you're never going to find a vanilla structure. Disproportionate number of limbs. We are not going to live here. I'm out. Is this water? I can go in? I'm fine. I don't know what that is. It's massive and looks nice. We have fooled around enough. We need some business to attend to. Uh-oh. I could not breathe for a second. Okay. Oh, I looked at an Enderman. Don't be a jerk. Yes, go to hell. Chorus plant. Really? It is chorus fruit. Of all the places and biomes that I have ever seen, this is my favorite one. Look, it's amazing. We should definitely have a base here. Although one thing that we should remember is that everything in nature which is purple is not really good for you. So this place could be dangerous. Shadow Walker. Do you drop something? No. Murkweed. Okay, blindness. So my favorite biome is also my worst nightmare. If you put a miner here, you're never going to need obsidian ever again. Oh. Levitation. I saw some endstone bricks. We have... Oh, these are not shulkers. They're the box. We take it. I was about to say that I was astonished by these biomes, but I really would like to find an end city. And there you go. There is one over there. It does not have a ship, but we should find shulkers. End city map. I'm hoping you're not going to show me this one. Okay, it is this one. Yes, thank you for the achievement. I want a shell. Holy, how do I get up there? Okay, that's one way. I know that this is modded, we have backpacks, we have super OP systems in order to carry our inventory, but I like shulker boxes. There's a spawner for shulkers. Can I pick you up? Is there anything inside? No. In one of those chests, I found a dragon head. Maybe one of them is actually going to have an elytra. So I finally managed to find one with a ship, and I don't really know how to get up there. We just throw and hope for the best. Okay, that was the best. Very interesting. Okay, phantoms. I can see the elytra, but we have to get rid of these guys. And we have it. But there is an extra one. I don't care what you're going to say. That is a lot of wool. There is a phantom spawner. Now we know. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, we have what we need. We can just go home. That took me ages. You might think that we're done, but no, there is something left. I need to find a leaf. It's from biomes you'll go, but I have no idea where to find it. So we're on a hunt. Oh, okay. I guess we're done. Yeah, I have never paid attention to them. They're everywhere. So basically the only thing remaining is to get the two glyphs that we're missing, kill the wither, get some indirium, and I guess just start flying. How does it work? Can I fly? No. Oh, you have to consume it. Okay. And I do not have any empty slots. I think 69 levels should be enough. What do you think? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have flights. Or at least that is the hope. Yes, we do. Nice. We have creative flights. So far in this mod pack we are relatively well off. We have a base, we have a refined storage system, we have a reactor from power which is generating us power, we have a digital miner for resources, we have crazy enchantments, we have creative flight, and we have defeated the Ender Dragon. But there is one thing that we're missing. I have made my kitchen area and I forgot a very important crop. Can you guess which one it is? Wheat. I can't make bread. Of course, the easiest way of making bread is that we just make a garden cloche, stick a seed inside and call it a day. But that's not why we are having this discussion. Cause we all know how to make a garden cloche. That's not fun. Don't get me wrong, garden cloche is incredibly useful if you want something in very large quantities, but we just want bread, we don't want it in large quantities. We want it to be fun. And just to clarify, I don't want the end product to be the bread itself, I want dough. Cause I do have some stoves and I really love using them. So for the moment, the dough will do. And we are going to try and use Ars Nouveau and create in order to automate everything. All of that being said, we are going to have a very small farm of 5x5 and we're going to use it for wheat. I do not have a hoe. This one doesn't work. It doesn't work on the rich soil. And since I don't really like to look at the water, we just cover it. So this is the part that we all know how it works. How do we harvest it? Ars Nouveau has a spell called Harvest. And I'm using it as a projectile, so if I fire at a crop, it will be harvested. That's really not very useful because I have to launch the spell for every single crop, because it just does one. However, whenever you're using a spell from Ars Nouveau, you can also augment it. I have an augment called Area of Effect. We can use it once and see the change. That is a 2x2. But the issue is, we can actually use it multiple times, and the Area of Effect will be much bigger. So I have made some spell turrets. We can put it like this. We also need to make the spell on the scribe's table. So our spell turret has the spell, but we also need to give it a redstone signal, and for that I think we are going to use a hovering hourglass from Botania. We also don't really want you to fire constantly, maybe every 2 minutes. And as you guys remember from our elevator over here, the spell turret is actually going to require mana. Hello. And the way that we currently provide them with mana is through a volcanic accumulator. But over here, since we are growing crops, what we can do is that we can have a mana jar and a mana condenser. So whenever a plant is growing, that should generate us a little bit of mana. We just got it. You know, for demonstration purposes, 2 minutes is a lot. 10 seconds. To see if it works. It does. Nice. But it doesn't get all of them. Maybe the amount of mana is not enough. Yeah, probably that is the case. Let us help it a bit, just for the start. Oh, these are not grown. Okay. My bad. This setup on its own is not going to work, and you might notice the flaw. Everything is just going to despawn in 5 minutes. We can use a vacuumulator from Thermal Expansion, we can use a Hopper Hawk from Botania, but I think we are going to go with Ars Nouveau. You might notice that Ars Nouveau also adds a few creatures to the world. One of them is this guy. I can't pronounce it, so we're going to call it the squirrel. I did not manage to find most of them in the wild, but I did manage to get some of the shards from dungeon loot. And guess what? We can use the shards in order to summon them. So the wheat goes there and the shard goes in the center? No, I'm doing it wrong. Maybe we have to use a vanilla seed, I don't know. Nope. Oh, I used the wrong recipe. That's not the one. We want this one. You know, the colors were similar, so I did not pay attention to the name. This should work. That was my bad. The shard goes in the center, and we should have the charm. I love the animation. It's so nice. So now that we have the charm, what are we going to do? We are going to right click over here, which is the center of the farm, and we will get you. According to the book, we can also color him. He's purple, and using the domination wand, we're going to right click on you. The entity has been stored, and we're going to sneak right click on a chest. So he should pick up every single item and put it inside the chest. There are no items on the ground, so let's drop some. Very good, very good. I like you. Yeah, I really do. That's fun. Also, 2 minutes seems to be too much. Or maybe not. You're also not incredibly smart. It just picks them up one by one. Okay, it's fine. I'm not in a hurry. You look cute. I wanted to make a few patterns and we're out of quartz. Completely. That is 21. I thought you're fortune 6. You're garbage. Okay, actually maybe not that much, we were just unlucky. I know that I nag about this biomes you'll go mod a lot, but you tell me, how am I supposed to find quartz? At least I can get some shroom blights. Anyhow, I think I have plenty of quartz. I want to set some patterns for create, and I'll be right back. You know, I kind of forgot that I want to use create in order to make dough, and the only things that I can afford at this very moment are water wheels, which I really want to control them using the rotational speed controller, which needs an integrated circuit. So, hi. I'll be right back. Don't ask me why we're going to need furnace engines in order to just make a circuit, but I don't know, I thought it's a good idea. Besides, brass is cheap, we can make it inside an induction smelter. But just in case you did not know, these are called furnace engines from Create, and they produce a massive amount of kinetic energy based on a running furnace, meaning that the furnace has to be smelting something for these guys to produce energy. And the way that I have set it up is that we are using external heaters from Immersive Engineering, we are giving them power, a redstone signal, and the furnace is going to run constantly without anything inside. So the engines are actually going to run indefinitely, and we have a lot of kinetic energy. That is great. And if you guys remember, we had almost the same setup in Nemopack, but the external heater from Immersive Engineering was disabled, so we had to use a blast furnace. A blast furnace is going to double the output, but it does require a lot of fuel, because the external heater does not heat up this guy. Anyways, the entire reason that I did all of that was to get this rotational speed controller. Because we all know that in Create, if we want to increase the speed that the machines are going to operate, we are going to need a big cog, then a small one, and if we want to go a little bit more crazy, another small one. This gets really complicated and really ugly, so instead we're going to use this block. Because we can just put it down, put a cog on top, and we can just adjust the speed that we want it to rotate. We can go as high as 256, I think. Yes, 256 it is. Of course, I'm not going to use engines in order to power our wheat farm and the conveyor belts, we're just going to use the water wheels. The water wheels are not that powerful, so we cannot go to 256, maybe 128. That is still very fast. We will see. Let me set it up, I'll be right back. Well, I have a bit of a bad news. Our friend died. I tried to void the seeds because I put a chute underneath the crate and I placed down lava so that we can void them. The seed fell down, our friend also went after it, and well, he burned to death. But it's perfectly okay. He basically just dematerialized because they dropped their charm and we can resummon them. So it's fine. Don't you worry. And I do understand that this is too much work in order to just get dough, but I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. The thing I'm doing is that I'm taking the kinetic energy from the water wheels, it goes to the rotational speed controller, then we have a set of shafts and gearboxes which are powering the conveyor belt and the millstone. And so far it actually doesn't work that bad. If we set a filter for the funnel and just put a bunch of garbage inside, the wheat goes inside the millstone and the seeds are voided. But at this very moment we're getting flour, we're not getting the dough. And I was thinking for that, we use a mechanical arm. And there is no reason, it just looks cool. So let us say if I have a depot over there, right click on you, you're the input, right click on you, you should be the output, yes. Will you work? Nice, busy hands. Thank you. Our dough production line is finally complete. I do admit that it's overly complicated for what it does, and that is just to make us half-cooked bread, but I actually found it really fun. The trapdoors are because we have some gearboxes and I had to hide them, and just for symmetry, I had to do this as well. There has been a few changes. Instead of using a depot, I'm just using a conveyor belt because it's more practical. I needed another mechanical arm in order to extract the items, so instead we're just putting it inside the crate over here. Basically, the mechanical arm is going to take the flour and seeds and we'll put them on this conveyor belt. They will go inside this adjustable crate. The wheat flour goes inside the sequential fabricator from thermal expansion, and the dough goes inside the drawer with the seeds. At first I wanted to use a fan from Create in order to make the dough, but it was putting too much stress on the system, so I opted for thermal expansion. I was going to say on a very positive note we can make bread, but no. In Enigmatica they changed the type of the dough, so I cannot put it on my stove. It's okay, maybe next episode we're going to make a furnace for it. Also, whenever I make something like this, someone is going to explain to me how to make it much more efficient. You should remember something very important. In order to make bread, all I have to do is this. That's it. And this was not made for efficiency. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.